It's the hottest day of the year. You get into your car, start the engine, turn on the AC, and warm air blows out. Frustrating, right? A broken air conditioning system can ruin any drive. In many cases, the problem is the AC compressor. It is the main part that makes your car's cooling system work. Welcome back to MotorMinds. In today's video, we will explore the AC compressor. You will learn what it is, how it works inside your car, the warning signs when it starts to fail, and what is involved in replacing it. Let's take a closer look at how this important part keeps your car cool. What is an AC compressor and what is its main function? Think of your car's AC system like a human body. If the refrigerant is like the blood that moves through the body, then the AC compressor is like the heart that keeps everything moving. So, what exactly is an AC compressor? It is a belt-driven pump that is attached to the engine block of your car. When the engine runs, the belt turns the compressor and makes it work. The main job of the compressor is simple. It compresses refrigerant. It takes low-pressure, warm refrigerant gas from inside the cabin and squeezes it under very high pressure. Then, it pushes this gas through the rest of the AC system. After that, the refrigerant moves through other parts where it cools down and removes heat from the cabin. Without the compressor, the refrigerant cannot circulate, and your car's cabin would never get cool. How does a car AC compressor work? The magic behind the chill. So, how does the AC compressor actually work? The compressor is powered by the engine through a serpentine belt. When the engine runs, this belt spins the pulley on the front of the compressor. But the compressor does not work all the time. On the front of the compressor, there is a magnetic clutch. When you press the AC button on your dashboard, an electrical signal goes to this clutch. The clutch then locks onto the spinning pulley and starts the compressor. Once it is engaged, internal pistons, or sometimes a scroll mechanism, begin to move. They pull in low-pressure refrigerant gas from the evaporator. The compressor then squeezes this gas very tightly. This makes the pressure and temperature rise quickly. Next, the high-pressure, very hot gas moves to the condenser at the front of the car. There, outside air cools it down and turns it into a high-pressure liquid. This process is what finally leads to the cold air blowing into your cabin. Main types of car AC compressors. Now let's take a closer look at the main types of car AC compressors. Not all compressors are the same. Different vehicles use different types depending on design, efficiency, and technology. But no matter the type, they all do one job: compress the refrigerant and keep your cabin cool. 1. Swash plate compressor. The industry standard. This is the most common type. It uses a swash plate and pistons to compress the refrigerant. It is strong, reliable, and widely used in many petrol and diesel cars, especially older and mid-range vehicles. 2. Scroll compressor, the smooth operator. This type uses two scroll-shaped parts. One stays still while the other moves. It works very smoothly, quietly, and is more efficient. You will often find this in modern cars and premium vehicles. 3. Rotary vane compressor. This compressor uses rotating vanes inside a chamber to compress refrigerant. It has a simple and compact design. It is commonly used in small cars and budget-friendly vehicles. 4. Electric compressor, the EV hybrid shift. This type runs on electricity instead of a belt. It does not depend on the engine, so it can work even when the engine is off. It is mainly used in hybrid vehicles and electric vehicles. So, each type has its own advantages depending on the vehicle. Knowing these types helps you understand your car better. Next, let's move on and learn how to detect AC compressor problems before they become serious. How to detect AC compressor problems. Warning signs. AC compressors work very hard every time you use your car's air conditioning. Over time, the parts inside can wear out. When this happens, the compressor will start showing warning signs. Here are some common signs to watch for strange noises. If you hear loud squealing, grinding, or rattling sounds when you turn on the AC, something may be wrong inside the compressor. Usually this means the internal bearings or the magnetic clutch are wearing out or failing. Warm air from the vents. This is one of the most obvious signs. If the air coming from the vents is not as cold as before, the compressor may not be pumping refrigerant properly through the system. Visible leaks. The compressor has seals that can dry out or crack over time. If you notice oily residue around the compressor, it could mean that refrigerant and lubricating oil are leaking. A stuck clutch. If the clutch is seized, the compressor will not turn on, but if the clutch is stuck engaged, the AC may run all the time and put extra strain on the engine. If you learned something new about AC compressors, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to MotorMinds. Your support helps us bring you more simple and educational videos every week. Alright, now let's get back to the video. How to know the compressor needs replacing, repair, or replace. So how can you tell if the AC compressor needs a small repair or a full replacement? Sometimes the problem is not the whole compressor. If only the magnetic clutch has failed, a mechanic may be able to replace just the clutch assembly without removing the entire compressor. This is usually a simpler and cheaper fix. However, in some cases, the compressor is badly damaged. If there is a heavy leak from the compressor body casing, or if the internal pistons inside the compressor are broken, then the only solution is a full replacement. Mechanics also use special tools called AC manifold gauges to check the system pressure. If the compressor cannot create high pressure on the discharge side, it usually means the internal seals are damaged. When this happens, the compressor can no longer work properly, and it needs to be replaced. What happens if a bad compressor is not replaced? What happens if you ignore the problem and keep driving with a bad AC compressor? The damage can become serious and expensive very quickly. First, the compressor pulley can seize. When this happens, it can destroy the engine's serpentine belt. If that belt snaps, several important parts will stop working. This includes the alternator, water pump, and power steering. When these systems fail, your car can quickly break down and leave you stranded on the road. Another serious problem is something mechanics call black death. This happens when the internal parts of the compressor break apart. When that happens, thousands of tiny metal particles spread through the entire AC system. Once this contamination spreads, the damage becomes much bigger. You may not only need a new compressor, but also a new condenser, evaporator, and expansion valve. At that point, you are almost replacing the entire AC system, which can be very costly. How to replace the AC compressor? Replacing an AC compressor is not a simple weekend DIY job. It requires special tools and must follow environmental laws. Because the AC system contains refrigerant, the job must be done carefully and safely. Here is how the replacement process usually works. Step 1. Refrigerant recovery. First, a repair shop uses a special machine to safely remove the old refrigerant from the system. This step is very important. Refrigerant should never be released into the air because it is harmful to the environment and illegal in many countries. Step 2. Removing the old compressor. Next, the mechanic removes the serpentine belt that drives the compressor. Then, they disconnect the electrical connectors, remove the high pressure and low pressure lines, and unbolt the compressor from the engine. Step 3. Flushing the AC system. Before installing the new compressor, the mechanic flushes the AC lines. This removes metal particles, dirt, and old contaminated oil that could damage the new compressor. Step 4. Adding PAG oil to the compressor. Before installing the new AC compressor, you need to add the correct amount of PAG oil. This oil lubricates the internal parts, keeps the pistons moving smoothly, and prevents damage. Too little or too much oil can harm the system. Always check the manufacturer's specifications to get it just right. Step 5. Installing the new compressor. The new AC compressor is installed and securely bolted to the engine. New O-rings are also fitted on the lines to prevent any leaks and ensure the system stays sealed. Step 6. Vacuum and recharge. Finally, a vacuum pump removes air and moisture from the system. After that, the system is recharged with fresh refrigerant according to the factory specifications. This allows the AC system to work properly again. Keep your cool. Taking care of your AC compressor is all about noticing the warning signs early. If you hear strange noises or feel the air getting warm, get it checked right away. Fixing it early can save you from a big repair bill later. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button. Your support helps us bring you more videos every week. Also, subscribe to MotorMinds for more easy-to-understand automotive tips. Your feedback is very important, so leave a comment and tell us, what's the hottest temperature you've ever driven in with no AC? Stay safe, stay cool, and I'll see you in the next video.